It's such a sad week though, because we found out that Wendy Williams lost her mother. We found that out last weekend, and then she finally talked about it on her show, and she addressed like the reports and said that her mother died many weeks ago. And here's a little bit of what she had to say.
It's just a thing. So gone is the best mother, the best girlfriend that a girl could ever have. And I feel fortunate that I had her in my life all of my 56 years because, you know, people in my age bracket, many of you, throughout the years, even through radio times, it's like, you're really lucky to have your mom and dad like together in a happy marriage. 65 years together in the marriage. And maybe 2 others before.
And when she was talking about it, at first it was, because there's a lot to unpack here, there was a lot of people that were saying that it just sounds a little weird that she's like, because you know she's always emotional. Mm-hmm. She wasn't crying enough, or she just didn't seem like what was going on. And I get a lot of people do that. A lot of people are like this, like, why are you not crying enough? Like, that's your mom or that's your dad or da 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 da. Mm-hmm. But like, I think everybody grieves differently. I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it almost as powerful, because it was like, you know, she said a part in there where she was like, you know, I know, you know, I get buck wild, you know, I get, you know, on the ground crying, this, that, and the third, but like I have a son and I need to make sure that he knows that everything is going to be okay. Because if I'm over here bawling out, you know, what is he going to feel? And I feel like that is, as a parent, that is such a good that's a good mentality. Right. Because I've been in instances where things are array and my guardians would just, everything is the end of the world. And I'm just like, and me as a child,
well, Dad, what's happening?
Well, I feel like it's the end of the world too. Like, you have to keep it together. Like, especially, right. Yes. There's definitely some instances. I'm not going to bring it up because I am on live. I don't know who's listening. But like, yeah, like the fact that she kept it together, yes, I was happy for it. I didn't take it as, oh, she's like not she's not grieving, or she's not like it's not phasing her, like this and third. Wendy, I'm here with you. You get what I'm saying? I can only imagine how a loss like that would feel, but I just hope I'm as strong as she is. Right. Now, there was some news that came out from her family. Her brother came out and was like, oh, well, she died last Sunday. So I don't know what she's talking about. And I felt that was...
Her mom died of what kind of cancer? It was a cancer, right?
Colon cancer. I think colon cancer? So, no. That was somebody. That was the actress.
I think her mom died of... She was dealing with a cancer.
Yeah.
And Wendy's saying her mom died weeks ago.
Many weeks ago.
Many weeks ago. I would only, you know, taking that into context, understanding, you know, that cancer can sometimes be a very, very slow process of getting out. It could be the mental shift of accepting that it's a fate, like accepting that it's terminal and I'm going to die. And some people resign, you know. And I think when she said my mom died many weeks ago, which means that my mom resigned from life weeks ago. So I was able to have closure with her. I was able to talk to her. I was there with her, and I'm at peace with it. We don't know how Wendy has grieved since, you know, like over the past couple of weeks. And sometimes when you're watching someone slowly get out of here, them passing is relief, because you know that they're not suffering anymore. You know what I mean? It's you got tired of watching them like in pain and like deteriorating. And being a person that has experienced that, like I've literally watched someone like go from vibrant life to not being here before. It hurts.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you do have to kind of like center and settle yourself.
So symbolically, you're saying she was gone weeks ago, symbolically.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think that she meant to say that her mom died weeks ago and then her brother like, she just died Sunday. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Because what it made it look like was she didn't want to tell us at all. She didn't want none of us to know, which she does. She has absolutely every right to not let the public know at all.
Right.
But that wasn't the case. You're saying that's not what the case is.
That's not what I read out of that. And even if I'm like, because my thing was like, well, was she on a ventilator, or like was she on a life support system for weeks, like for a few weeks before they pulled the plug? But all the details haven't come out yet. But so I like just from her delivery, that's the context that I pulled from it. I'm not saying that's absolutely fact, but when she said it, I didn't think of it as my mom's been dead for 3 weeks. Y'all just finding out about it. I took it as my mom wasn't my mom at the end. You know what I mean? Like my mom had resigned and started her transition.
Yeah.
You know, like older people. Her mom was in her 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it happens. Like my granny, when she died, she was 80, she's like 86, something like that, like 5 years ago. No, she was 90. She was in her 90s. And like toward the end, like mentally, she kind of like checked out a little bit. Like she had like dementia, but pray for Wendy.
Pray for Wendy and
her family.
And her family. I didn't like how her brother came out and said, because it seemed like it was some kind of a, like she needs to take a break. She needs to take a break. Like we get that. Like Wendy works herself a lot, and you can tell.
Yeah.
But
she
sometimes
people for a breakdown.
Yeah, and sometimes you need to. You have to cope some type of way, and I mean, basically, eventually, like the show is going on hiatus until January, so she's gonna get a little break that she needs, and then she'll come back and back for more
and give us
hot
more
topics.
Foolishness,
not more foolishness. But yeah, I mean, it's I feel so bad for Wendy. It's just a crazy.